Are we live yet?
Yes.
Hey, we're live. It's
We're
still
live.
got silly notices up.
Hi, boys and ghouls.
Okay, I'm not going to learn anymore. It's trying to make me
You
learn
go away.
more.
Nice.
Why would it? Go away. Oh, now you've gone away. Hello, boys and girls.
It's
Hello.
Rose.
And fucked Pfizers. We always like our Pfizers to be fully fucked. It's particularly if they're called Walker and they're in the upper management and they're complete raving freaking psychopaths. Yes.
Keep them fucked.
But they bit off more than they could chew contractually.
It would seem so.
Yeah, because Dr. Suchard, or whatever, he's the German Thai doctor. I believe he's from Harvard. The royal family, well, actually, top government dudes invited him over to explain why princesses could get into a coma and be about to die after their third boost, which is not a good thing. And the Thais really love the royal family, which is wonderful. And so apparently, Cliff High even talked about it, which was great. But during the meeting, they all jumped up once they'd been red-pilled about how they'd been screwed by the Pfizer fuckers. Is that the name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pfizer fuckers.
Yeah, PS.
It was
Fuhrers.
in the title.
The Fuhrers as well. Das Fuhrer of the Pfizer fucker. Because it all comes from AT.
Shall eat the bugs.
Yes.
And
Yeah, right. Actually, I think the bugs are going to eat them.
I think so.
In fact, they need to be debugged, and I don't think they will be, because if Thailand becomes the first country to repudiate and reverse, cancel and nullify, and send to the
In their lawsuit.
inner chamber
Also.
court, yes, then they're screwed, because all the other minions will wake up. And Thailand was the first country to actually give reparations for covidiously fucked people, which is very good. So I think we're in the safest place, and I hope that
I feel safe.
yeah, and even the king's son in New York got myocarditis, so I think they're not jolly pleased about the Pfizer fucking. Yeah,
Good.
good, and that's it. So Alex,
Guy.
you showed up after years.
Yeah.
You were hiding covidiously in Das Berlin.
Yeah. Not hiding, being out and about a lot.
Great. Masked or naked?
Both.
Yeah. It was really hard here to be naked just because they wouldn't let you in shops and crap. So Michael and I wore ours at a half mast. It's like a chin mask.
Yeah, I've done that
It
too.
works well.
Yeah.
It's so funny because...
I've got some shit for it, but also
Yeah.
I've got some green passes for it, so
Yeah.
I think it did its job.
Yes, exactly. And I had a really, just a useless cloth mask, as in bandit mask. But, it was just getting older and older and nastier and nastier. It's like, whatever. So I could actually breathe, which is good. And you went to Wonderfruit in my place and you doubled the audience.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I think I did a good job substituting.
I think you did even much better than I could ever have done, because you're the new generation. And what were you playing?
I was playing only my own music.
Cool. With guitar or?
Electronic music.
Oh, really? Did you? So was, what's his name from Germany there? The one who did all the forest music and stuff. Forgotten his name. He was there with us. We were doing ambient music with live stuff on top.
Someone else was there this time. It was a girl, I believe from Singapore,
Oh, really?
and
Okay.
she was doing every day like a sound meditation
Oh, that's nice.
before everything would start. So around sunset, she would do an hour of like a sound journey, and every day she had a different environment. So one of the days was like Cambodian rainforest, another day was Saharan desert or something like this.
Cool. Well, I know that it didn't really work very well with the Asian light there, just because it was too noisy apart from anything else.
I disagree. I think
Really?
it was fantastic.
Did you sit inside the? Oh, that's good to know.
I did it in both years. One time it was like there was a session like in the field,
Yeah.
right? You took it out and you
Right.
put. And I think this was a better setup. And then the next year it was like next
We
to
had
this,
be in the
next
thing,
to
yeah.
the.
That was
sound
the
system.
too loud thing. But
I
liked
think that
it.
was maybe a bit too experimental, because it was just like such a full-on sensory overload.
Yeah.
Because the Agilite's pretty intense, and just being like
Vibrated by
really
the
like
bass.
it's so
yeah.
much bass. I think it was a bit too much.
It was like bass and drums without the drums.
But I was in there, yeah. I was in there, and I had a fantastic.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I had a fantastic.
Ah. That's the first feedback I've actually had, really.
Yeah,
That
I
it
had a
was good.
fantastic like realization slash idea slash vision for my future project, and this future project then came to life. And I think
Brilliant.
I always bring it back to that moment in National Rights.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, well then you have definitely taken over. You're in charge. You can double the audience every year and watch them get more and more stoned, and
Yeah.
then that would be great.
Yeah, I just need to bring the lights.
Yes.
You need to hook me up with a system.
Well, Nico has a light, and also so does his friend who's.
You mean Nick from the Polygon?
Yeah, sorry, Nick. Well, I thought he
Nico?
was called Nico. Yeah, but anyway, Nick.
Yeah.
And then his other friend who used to live in Burma, who's also from London. They were the original founders. You may know-
Archie.
No, oh no, Archie's different. But anyway, he played harp with us, and that was just amazing. Really,
He played
really
what?
amazing. Harp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we brought a harp along,
Yeah.
and it's a very special one. But when he played it, it was totally magical.
Mm.
Adam, that's his name. Adam.
Okay. I think I have met Adam then.
He may not have showed up. He's ultra shy, but very nice man. And like he came because he was living in Burma. He has a Burmese girlfriend in Yangon, but he came to Chiang Mai, and I invited him 3 or 4 times. Never ever showed up. You have to sort of go and lift him up and carry him.
Yeah.
And then he's super great, but he's just very private.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah.
Did you stay in the tents on the site?
We've had an artist accommodation.
Oh, so you went to one of the places outside and...
Yeah, it was like half an hour from the ground.
Yeah, so that's what we did. I got to know the Thai woman who organised that very well, because I'd be the only one leaving early while everyone was getting drunk and stoned,
Yeah.
and I wanted to go and do my practice and
Yeah.
eat and things like that. So it's like, Nico wanted me to, and Adam in particular wanted me to be there during the midnight deal, and it's like, dude, I'm a monk, I don't, been there, done that 20 years, 30, 40 years ago, but that's why you took over. So
Yeah.
very good.
I was there for all the midnight action.
Of course. Well, that's the advantage of being at that age. You actually enjoy it, but it gets old after. Don't you think?
I don't think it's age related. I think it's just interest related.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I
your
guess.
interests-
Yeah, if I really
your
wanted to, I
interests
could do
change.
it.
Like I can be young and also have different interests.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's like necessarily age, like bound to the age.
No. But in general, people's interests change over time, I think. Unless they're just stuck in hedonism.
There's people whose interests don't change.
I know.
I mean,
That's called not growing up.
I mean, you have like a lot of like famous musicians. Like
Yeah, no, that's amazing.
AC/DC. Like they're still playing concerts.
Yeah, and
Like they're
Rolling Stones
they
and
play
people.
the same songs that they
Yeah.
played like 30 years ago.
40 years ago.
30, 40 years ago.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But anyway, well, there you go. So you can be doing the same thing in 40 years.
You could be, or you can also change. I think
Thank
everyone has their own
I've
path.
been allowed to change.
Yeah.
I'm always changing,
Yeah.
which is, yeah, I think actually to me, it's more interest reinventing yourself time and time again as time goes on, as different energies come through. But for some people, like, that's their thing, and they'll stick to it forever, which is really, if they can do it and it works, that's good.
Mm.
So you're next going back to Das Berlin?
I'm next going to Bali again.
Oh,
Yeah, we're I think I'm also in some loop.
yes, I think you're
It's
right.
it's a good loop though. In 2 weeks I'm going to Bali, and I also have some gigs there.
Oh, really? In Ubud or what?
One in Uluwatu,
Okay.
and one just the next place after Canggu.
Okay. Down in the south.
I forget the name, yeah, but
Yeah.
it's on the south coast there.
Okay. Well, I know quite a few people who were there, and it attracts a lot of interesting people.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of interesting energies, like
Yeah.
collide there.
Some that are very light and some that are very dark.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Ubud is really a place where all of them come together.
Yeah, it's like the center.
Yeah, yeah. And after that, I will be going back to Berlin or maybe Switzerland.
Because it's too hot here for you. You have to experience cold weather and no natural gas.
There's pros and cons here
Yeah,
and there,
yeah.
but I'm like one following the music.
Oh yeah, it must be really great there.
It's like I have really the luck and honor to have a path where my music and my performances are sought after.
Oh great.
So I just get emails out of nowhere being like, hey, we need you here at this time,
Seriously?
at this time,
Okay.
at this place at this time, and we pay you flights and accommodation and your fee. So I just
Oh, that's cool.
follow that.
I mean, I love native instruments. I have
Yeah.
I do all the ultimate packs. I'm on the 14 now, complete. But you can see a lot of my stuff is native instruments.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I've got machine too.
Okay.
Over there, I've got the 49 keyboard, I've got a little keyboard. And, but all my new equipment is other people, but what I've got it set up is that I have the software stuff running on the PC,
Yeah.
but then it comes out of my speakers mixed with my live stuff, because I'm more interested in live music now.
Yeah.
And but it's really nice to have all that background. I'm not into recording songs or anything
Mm-hmm.
anymore at all. I just like set up something random and then
Play with it. See what happens.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. So this is what I would love to do more of, because I'm in this process of just like making tracks all the time.
Yeah.
Because this is what you need to do if you want to like build a
Yeah, to
career.
get known.
You know, you need to like, in a way, create products
Mm-hmm.
that can then publish, sell, distribute.
So you're a Cafe Alex instead of Cafe Anatolia.
Why Anatolia?
Cafe Anatolia is really great on YouTube.
Yeah, what is
They
it?
do a lot of world music. It's really brilliant.
Okay.
And they have some great DJs.
It sounds familiar. But
Yeah, you've just seen it. I mean,
Yeah.
they have I'm into world music basically when it comes down to it. So
Yeah.
I've been adding contact mics to some of my stuff.
Mhm. Great.
Yeah, I've got a pin there, and then there's a set of the Persian instrument. And I have another Persian instrument coming, stringed instrument, called something like Darbar.
When you learn a new instrument,
I don't learn it.
so how do you know how to play it?
I'll pick it up.
And you just like what,
Mess with
intuitive with it, or
Yeah,
just
yeah,
mess
yeah.
with it? Yeah.
It's called messing.
Okay.
This is the mess. I don't follow rules.
But most people, if they like mess with an instrument and they don't get desired results, they just drop it.
Oh no. Every result is desired. Apart from some things which I used to play the cello. I have an electric cello over there at school. I played cello, and that was more to reclaim that heritage. Because I said I'm never going to play other people's music when I was 16. I was done with Beethoven. And we actually had 3 orchestras at school, but it was like as much more interested in Albenberg and, for example, or some of the more experimental people. Particularly when I was at college, there's some really early 20th century people were amazing. And I met Holger Schuke, who was the bassist at Cannes, and they came to my school. And so I remember, makeshift stage with all the tables falling over, and he was there with his ring modulators, and I was building ring modulators at the same time. So we had a good talk.
Nice.
But Schoenberg and all those people. But then I really went from that much more into organic, ethnic, live music, like the Rav drums I have, and various other
Very
things.
beautiful.
Guchen. And these, actually, I'm just going to get it. Okay, have a stick, knee stick. So this, sorry you couldn't see that one. Maybe we should play it up here in a very difficult way.
Or you should go like this.
Okay, and so my hand will fall off. So this is really beautiful. It's tiny. It's Chinese, and they've done a really nice job with it. I've actually got 3 of them over there, and I put a contact mic on one over there, and I've got one that's 14 inches, which I just ordered. So
It's like this big.
yeah. And so I think this kind of thing where the children come and play it, and anyone can play it. That's what I really like. So there we are. Thank you.
The messing is easy.
The messing, it messes with you. You don't mess with it.
Yeah.
And the other thing is no electronics.
Yeah. Until you plug in a contact mic.
Yeah. But you see, we survived without recording a track and just having a stick.
We actually did record it.
Well, sort of. Okay. Oh dear, I'm screwed now. Anyway, thank you very much, Alex. And on your meanderings through Chiang Mai, please come back, and I'll be glad to hear how you're going with your music and your DJing, and we'll talk more.
Yeah, fantastic.
And Michael?
Au revoir.
Hey, you said something in
Did I
French.
say that correct?
Yeah.
À bientôt. So, okay, bye-bye, girls and boys and everyone else in between.
Girls, boys.
Is that right? Have I included everyone? Girls, boys, and everyone in between. Is
Or
that-
also like outside.
No, they can't be outside. How can you be ultra male? They're the polarities. You'd have to be 2 males in one. Oh, that would work. But then you'd have binary dicks. And what would you do with binary dicks?
Bye bye, girls.
Yeah, we're off the loose end here.